with many ministries. You know, we approve a project and money is appropriated, and the money appropriated is often at the instance of the Ministry of Finance or Budget, and we endorse. As in this case, what we have endorsed for capital project, how much has been released to you, CJ, for 2024 out of 71 billion. So the tokenism is the fault of the executive. Because once they agree and the Senate approve that those projects should take place, and they propose the amount of money for those projects, the Senate generously approve it. They should not have submitted it to us if they didn't know that, if they didn't have the money, or from their projection, they don't have the resources to meet it. Now we in good faith appropriate. Now he who submitted the request now default in releasing the money. I did work upon the problem for the Senate, the National Assembly. Sorry to have said Senate, you understand?
Yes, sir.
I meant actually the National Assembly.
Yes,
because I recognize that the Senate alone cannot appropriate except the National Assembly, the House of Rep, agree to that appropriation, or vice versa. So, if you want to protect, you have problem because I'm the master of protest.
The chief engineer.
You must take license from the protester in chief, and I'm still protesting, and I'm protesting on this. So for me, the challenge is, if you listen to when I went to the Finance Committee, in most cases, most agencies, at least in Naira terms, exceeded, quote, their expected revenue on the basis of which the budget was crafted. Number two, we know that it was deficit budget. We also have evidence that government requested and the National Assembly approved the borrowing plan to borrow for the deficit to fund the budget 100%. And yet, at the end of the year, all of this money have come in, and yet the capital component is not implemented. And I know for a fact that what gets implemented 100% is invariably the recurrent expenditure. But the one that Nigerians will benefit from is the capital projects. And unfortunately, it is this one that the executive does not fund substantially, not even 50%. In most cases, the average I've seen is under 20%. And that is why you, distinguished colleagues on both sides, not side down, National Assembly, we have had to extend the lifespan of the budget to enable the executive to give effect to at least the capital component to ensure that it is done, so that we do not continue to appropriate in vain. So, however, your point is made, because this token creates so many, it has several applications. What you should have spent 10 billion or 1 billion to do in 2023. Today, you need double of that to do it, because of the valuation and the inflationary pressure in the system. And so it is very difficult to keep track about the actual cost. And I guess from your procurement side, you have awarded a contract for, say, 2 billion, on the understanding that it will be done in 12 months or 18 months. The contract is now done in 5 years. You have to keep on reviewing based on what the contractors call escalation cost. In the end, when you sum the number together, the initial cost and the final payment, you feel that it's almost 300-400% increase. So it's a general problem that we have to deal with. But you may wish to answer the question, is there anything we can do to help you? Because some seems to get more release on capital projects than others. And I know that there is one thing that Nigerians are unanimous about today, is that everything must be done to ensure that non-Nigerians do not migrate into Nigeria, even if they are from ECOWAS. There are laws that says if you have to cross, they may not stop you, but you must have relevant documents, and you must be stamped into the country. West Africa has not become a borderless community. There are borders, but to cross those borders, you may not need visa, but you must have travel document. Now, to enforce all of that, it means that the immigration service must have the capacity to police across Nigeria borders, both road and sea and air. And that will require that you have, as you rightly said, the modern technology, the modern equipment, and all the capital. In fact, you need a lot of capital investment to deal with the challenge of modern border policing. So, pardon? Yes, you, as my father, you know, you have automatic right to ask a question, able to answer it yourself. So you are going to be, and I know you are going to be talking to your daughter. Yeah. So, sir, I think I share your concern, because sometimes I ask myself, why are we asked to labor, to appropriate, if the money is not going to be? And these numbers are not originating from us; they are originating from the executive, and then it declined to affect what it has asked us to do. And then you ask yourself, was it what our wives sitting and spending all this time, if at the end of the day what we approve is not going to be affected by the executive? So thank you for that. I think we all need to find courage to look at the executive and say, look, if you must ask us to appropriate, and we appropriate, and we give you the money for borrowing, and the local agencies perform, in most cases it's surplus, why are you not, where is the money with which to implement the capital project? I think this is our duty so to do. Yes. My daddy.
The CG